Welcome to Good Life's cooking segment for this month. Ben couldn't be with us this time, so Pete has stepped in. And so, Pete, I hear you've been really looking forward to this day.
Oh, immensely.
And are you going to cook us something that you've cooked before, or is this something new to you?
No, it's something that I have cooked before. It's a bit of a hybrid of a few meals that I've done before, but I thought it would be nice to do for a summer meal. For want of something else to call it, and it's a suggestion of a friend of mine who gave me the recipe, Dylan in Hobart. Hello, Dylan, if you're watching.
Hello, Dylan.
I'll call it Mediterranean prawns.
Yes.
And really, I mean, they're Australian prawns, but with a Mediterranean dipping sauce and marinade, and a fairly traditional Greek salad to go with it.
Great, great.
So very simple, very easy, very cheap, quite cheap to purchase, but nutritious at the same time.
Great. Okay. So where do you want to start?
Okay. Well, we'll start with the prawns.
What kind of prawns?
Okay. You can use probably the best type of prawn to use. I would think would be the Australian tiger prawn.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I couldn't find any in the last couple of days in the shop. So that's just an Australian king prawn. Just remove the head. Slightly messy with the green prawn, and I'm going to take, for our recipe, the body of the shell and just leave the tail on. So I've already prepared about half a kilo of the king prawns. So I'm going to just leave the prawns there, Gwen. I'm going to marinate those in a moment, but I need to make the marinade now. So to do that, I'm going to use some extra virgin Australian olive oil. I'm not going with anything European, and we're going with the extra virgin stuff. That's really the only olive oil that I use. And I'm going to mix it up into this bowl. We need half a cup. Ooh.
It's a little windy today, folks.
I've already chopped up just 2 cloves of garlic, which I've already done here. A little bit of pepper and salt, and I use the salt flakes, just a pinch of salt, black pepper to taste, and just to add a bit more zing, some chili flakes. Okay, now this is going to be the marinade as well as a dipping sauce.
Okay.
So just mix all that up. Could you pass me the prawns, please? And I'll do it all in here. I might as well. So I'm going to leave a couple of tablespoons of the marinade just there for dipping later.
Right.
And I'll just mix all this in. To improve the flavour of my dipping sauce, I'm just going to add the juice of 1 lemon. That's going to add some extra zing to the dipping sauce. Okay, and look at that, straight in.
Yeah, good.
Give it a mix. So Gwen, we're going to do a fairly traditional Greek salad, but I am going to put lettuce into it. If you look up a recipe online, most Greek salads, traditional ones, won't include lettuce, but I think
it's cos, I think you've got in here, isn't it?
Lovely crisp cos lettuce leaves.
Yes.
So I think that's going to add something to our salad today.
Yeah.
So look, what have we got? We'll put in a whole green capsicum, a red onion, a couple of Lebanese cucumbers, and some...
I love the vine ripened tomatoes.
Yeah,
they just look so attractive, don't they? Yeah.
And I have my cos lettuce in here as well, which we'll leave in the bag for the time being. Okay, and we need to add some feta. Now I'm a lover of the Danish feta. You can use the Australian feta if you want. One's really, the Danish feta is a bit more silken.
Yes.
And I just like that. I prefer that. But if you prefer the Australian feta, then use that.
There's so many out there. Greek feta, Bulgarian feta. There's just so much out there.
And these are just where I bought them. They're called the Mammoth Black olives, and they've got the olive pit inside it. So, okay. Well, I'm going to start cutting.
Oh, I'll stand back.
Okay, how's that looking?
Looks pretty good to me. Yep. You can actually smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
All right, next is the feta. So I'm just going to keep the feta separate for a minute and just marinate it slightly. But first of all, I'll just cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Oh. Okay.
Good.
I think we might leave it at that.
Yep.
All right, now I'm just going to add just a little bit of marinade to that, just to before I put it on there, mix it in with the salad. So I'm just going to add a bit of. Do you say oregano or oregano?
Depends. Usually I say oregano.
So do I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you're with Europeans,
Yep.
yeah, you mix it up a bit.
So I'll just sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on, and some oregano, and just leave that for a minute.
Oregano.
Oregano. Or oregano if you like. So the dressing for the salad, whatever you do, make it 4 parts oil to 1 part zing. So your zing could be lemon, or it could be some sort of vinegar. I'm using white wine vinegar today. So I'll start with the oil. I'll do 2 tablespoons. As they say, a little bit of oil goes a long way. So obviously 1/4 of 2 tablespoons is 1/2 a tablespoon. So I'll just add now 1/2 a tablespoon of white wine vinegar.
I got a maths prize in primary school. Don't you worry about that.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit more oregano, or oregano, and I'm just going to whisk that up a little bit. That's way too big a whisk for this,
Yes.
so I'll use the spoon. And there it is.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we go back to the prawns that we marinated about 15-20 minutes ago.
Yes.
And I'm using metal skewers. You can use the bamboo or wooden skewers, but make sure you soak them for
Yeah.
probably 12 hours beforehand.
Yeah.
And I'm just going up through the prawn like that. Just above the tail. So there we have it. So that 1/2 kilo of prawns made 5 skewers,
Yes.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Add that to the salad and the crusty bread.
Yeah.
And really, that's would feed most people.
Yeah.
Just to add a bit more zing to the recipe, I'm going to put some lemon straight onto the grill and just grill the lemon. And I think we'll leave it at that. Okay, let's go to the barbecue.
Okay.
Okay, so these slices of lemon are just going to go straight onto. You could do it on the hot plate, but I'm going to do it on the grill.
You never realised when you volunteered for this that you'd be cooking in such extreme conditions, did you, Peter?
No. Okay.
I organised it
So
for
we
you.
might put them on, and I'm going to put the
Oh,
skewers.
that way.
Yeah, that way, so they sit flat on the hot plate.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm suggesting that we only do 2 minutes for each side. The last thing you want to do is to overcook the prawns.
Pete, perhaps while they're just finishing off, did you want to put the dressing in?
Yes, I think we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I do that for you?
I would love you to do that. Thanks, Gwen.
Okay. And then just the feta on top. Okay, so salad looking good.
Yep, and these prawns are just about right to go.
They look pretty good from here.
And we can see that lemon has just got that lovely darkness to it now,
Yes.
a little bit burnt. It's really brought the juices out, and that's going to add a great zing to the prawns and the dipping sauce as well. So
Yes, okay.
really looking forward to this. How do they look, Gwen?
They look great. So there we go. Prawns on skewers, they look gorgeous, really glossy, lovely colourful salad, dipping sauce, and one last thing, what are we doing with the lemon?
Exactly. Well, can I show you what I would do with that? I'm going to take.
Does it involve you eating the merchandise?
I'm going to take one of these prawns off the skewer.
Okay.
This is how I would do it.
Right.
I would dip the prawn into the dipping sauce, and at the same time dip the lemon in. And it's almost like, remember the tequila and the salt and the
If you can remember it, you never really did it. Wow.
Oh, that is delicious.
Oh, wow. All right, here we go. So, dip,
Bit of lemon.
dip. I'll try not to drip over the salad.
Either one first, the prawn or the lemon. Maybe the prawn first. Did you get that lovely
Yes!
burst of lemon?
Yes! That's a yes, yes, you must come and try. It really does hit you, doesn't it?
It does.
Really nice.